good evening. Good evening. You're listening to The Real Talk with lovely, lavish Lavi. And you hear the song. If you're living in a glass house, you don't do what? You don't throw stones. Tonight, I am feeling extra beautiful. Yeah, I'm just feeling great because tonight, we having someone in the house with us, and he's none other than Ross Kelly. And I saw Ross Kelly perform at the Panorama, and this guy is just full of energy. He knows the stage, he understands the stage. Tonight, people, I just want you guys to know that when you see we start off with Ross Kelly and the music starts, wherever you are, please get up, do something, wave some kind of thing. We don't have our rag tonight, our flags, but we're going to wave our hands because it's going to be really excited in here. We have the energies in here. And trust me, with the energy that I'm having with Ross Kelly being here, trust me, I am feeling really great. You don't know how wonderful I feel. I'm feeling really excited. You notice I just dive into it. But before I get Ross Kelly to give you all, a little introduction. And, he's the vibes. I just want to take some time out to say a special good evening to the beautiful people in St. Kitts and Nevis. While I'm here, I got to say the folks out there in Nevis in particular, I understand that you guys be locked, and I just got to let you guys know we appreciate you. I got to take a dive up there into the marina that's up there at Birdwalk, and I want to say good evening to Mr. What's his name again? Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is listening, and folks that don't remember Mr. Brown, he used to be the one and only pharmacist at the time, I think used to be the City Drugstore. Yes. And, this man was like St. Kitts doctor, St. Kitts therapy. You go to Mr. Brown and you ask, hey, Mr. Brown, I have a headache. And unfortunately, we have COVID. I'm sure if Mr. Brown was around, he will have the remedy for us. So, no, he's not here. No, died? No. No, he's just someone that listens to Win FM. And he said, Lavi, I listen to you all the time. So I just want to big up Mr. Brown this evening. This is your girl, Lavi. Pleasant good night to you. Okay, I'm going to leave out of St. Kitts and go all the way down there in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. Jeffrey Bass. Now, bear in mind, people, these are folks that are dedicated on the radio station. And they just like to hear the acknowledgement. It makes them feel really good. And that is why a lot of us need to recognize the importance of the radio. It's like therapy. It's a therapeutic to many. You have person over there in HMP. You have folks up there in the hospital, You have people out there in different parts of the world just listening. Some of them just want somebody to ask them, are you okay? And just hearing sweet, sexy, lavish, Lavi voice. They say, Lavi, I make your voice sound so nice on the radio, but, I can't help. It's just me. But anyway, we got to big up the Virgin Islands, the BVI, and we have to take time out to say a pleasant good evening to Leeward Island, the Windward Island. I wish we can call all the names because, trust me, the people want to hear the name called, believe it or not. But we can't call all of them. And I could hear I just said diaspora, but they said the diaspora. So the diaspora, that custom of the English language up there in New York. You got it locked. Up there in Florida, I got to say good evening to Marva. Yes, these are homegrown people. They're all over, the folks over there in England. And we have to big up the SKN platform right there on social media. I don't get a text from them and say, Lavi, we have you locked. So when they say they have us locked, they mean that they're out there already with the page. Hi, folks. If you're out there listening, those on YouTube, those on Facebook, we appreciate you. I don't want to take up your time, right? But I just giving a little introduction. And I want to say good evening to the yardies, them here. Good evening to the citizens, the natives, wherever you are. This is your family, The Real Talk with lovely, lavish Lavi, in collaboration with WINNFM 98.9. Yeah, WINNFM 98.9. The folks out there in the radio land, if you want to call in, we're going to get some time just give us some time. We're going to allow you to call in. And we also want you to put on your shoes, get your waist ready. And, we're having a little sweat up in here tonight. Whether you like it or not, we're going to have some sweat out in here. Again, really stick it like how, them girls stick it. But I'm going to try a thing. And I'm going to show you how I'm trying my thing. And my body kind of going, eh? Yeah, my bamsty kind of going. Believe it or not. This is what you get with lovely, lavish Lavi and the Real Talk. A different type of style coming to the airways. And we're bringing energy and vibes. All right, so let's start. 1, 2, 3, hit the music, and they know what time it is. They will know what kind of guests we have in here tonight. We have royalty. We have the king in the house, Ras Kelly of the Smallux Band, and he's going to come back and tell you a little bit more of who he is. Music.
We living like family. We getting together forever. We living like family. Carnival, we come to share the stage together, the streets together. We get together, we drink together, we wave together, we flash together. So let me take a jump and bounce together. Say kids together, leave this together. Boom. Jump up as one, bounce up as one, wave it as one. One federation. Go left, put your hands in the air. All right, put your flags in the air. Go left, put your hands in the air. All right, put your flags in the air. Go hard, so come on down. Go hard, to the morning. Go hard, go hard. Everyone know. Go hard, go hard. The chairman said to me, listen up carefully. When it comes to SKN Carnival, all of we is one. All of we for one federation. Divisions, division. Presenting crown, full masquerade. Back and jump is on the stage. Steel band, iron band, brass band. All of we is one. Celebrating 52 of mass and tradition. So let me link and make me carnival big. Let's make me carnival bigger. For the world to see. Carnival in SKB. Let's make me carnival big. Let's make me carnival bigger. For the world to see. Carnival in SKB. Jump up as one, bounce up as one, wave it as one. One federation. Go left, put your hands in the air. All right, put your flags in the air. Go left, put your hands in the air. All right, put your flags in the air. Jump up as one, bounce up as one, wave it as one.
Okay, this is just a little taste. I just see somebody is messaging and saying that they can't see. So if you guys can... Oh, the cameras are on. So Shower, good evening to you. Bless up to the lovely Shower Queen. Good night to you. The cameras are on. Good evening to Ezret. Pleasant good evening to you. Paulette Samuel, good evening. Start sharing the page, people. Rascal's in here. The King is here. The Soca Monarch is here. The Road March is here. We're going to have a carnival tonight. Rascally.
Everybody know. Once you hear the voice, you don't know Rascally in the building. And I want to say good night to everyone out there who tune in and locked in and listening. What? Win FM. And we are here. And what are we talking about tonight?
We're talking about you, Rascally. We're talking about all your greatness, all your creativity, your music. We're talking about how did you come up with such a song, the wording. But before we go into all of that, right, because the people are waiting, tell us a little bit about Rascally, like where you're from. Give us in a nutshell, 2 minutes though. I'm just messing.
Well, my full name is Kelvin Rascally. Kelvin is my first name, Ras is my middle name, and Kelly is my last name. And I was born and reared in Challengers Village. When I said born and reared, I didn't not the hospital. I born at home. So I born in Challengers Village, and yes.
Oh, why did I think? I'm glad that you said that. Because we have a tendency when you hear Smallux from Old Road, we just put everybody from Old Road.
From Old Road.
Yeah, but give me a second. Is your volume on? Turn on your volume just in case we don't have a feedback.
Yeah, my phone is on.
It's done? Okay, good. Yes, so we have a tendency when you hear the Smallux band. You know, we have to, because the whole world is watching us right now.
Okay.
And if you're out there across from me, you put up your hand, touch your hand. This is Ras Kelly. This is our reigning, right? Our present soca monarch king.
Road Match King.
And, you know, this guy, he's experienced as well. So you are from Challengers.
Yes, born and raised, as I said before.
Uh-huh. What got you into music? How did you start when it comes to Smallux band?
Well, from since I was a boy growing up, I always have the urge of listening to live bands. Like, I'm talking about jam band, talking about 17 plus, we're talking about Smallux band, we're talking about Grandmasters. I was also a fan, and still a fan of Elimat and the Jazz Brass, you know.
Good evening to you, Mr. Elimat. He's listening, you know. Good night, Ellie.
Oh,
King
yeah?
Ellie. Yeah, the big king.
Oh, man, yeah, man. You know, Elimat is one of the person who influenced me in music.
Oh, that's nice.
Also, Daddy Friday is one of, he's responsible
Daddy
for-
Friday.
Yes.
Big up St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. Big up what Dudley.
Big up.
And of course, big up the king up there in heaven. God bless your soul. Rest in peace. Daddy Friday. Daddy
Done
Friday.
Yeah, so
Nice.
so as I say, you know, born and raised Challengers. Let's continue.
So I'm going to let you know right now, right? We have some musician on. You know, Rabuka Hobson up there in St. Peters.
Oh, man, that's my boy.
That's
of
your
course.
boy?
Yeah,
But
of
that's
course.
my family. He's on right now. You know, you can see them coming in. And I got to big up Wabuka, you know, wherever he is. You know, these are great legends of St. Kitts and Nevis. And when it comes to the real talk with Lavi, this is what the show is about, is to go out there and seek, search, find our great people of the soil, you know, and recognize them.
Yes.
And I must tell you, thank you for the short notice also.
Oh, come on, don't mention it.
Okay. So Elimat and Daddy Friday and others has inspired you, right?
Yes. Trust me.
Very nice. So when you start Small Acts, were you singing or were you playing an instrument, or what is your role there?
As I said, I was influenced by those guys, Elimat, and that was in like, let me say, in around. I just sent this child, eh? People might look at me and think, oh, you know.
Oh, it's a empty child, so
yes.
that may mean that old end?
No.
Okay, I'm just
We ain't old.
I'm just your neighbor, and a very close neighbor. Because I'm the neck of the 60s, eh? Yeah, so you know, we'll always, we basically
Well,
offspring of
I'm just in there.
He just want to say he old like us.
Yes, of course. So, you know, as I say, growing up and listening to these bands, and I always have the urge of music. Never knew that I wanted to play it. You know, it's just, I always have my radio. You know, them times that we used to have little cassettes and Walkman and them things.
Yes.
So, yeah, I used to always have, you know, a lot of music from jam band, Small Acts. Yeah, eh? I mean, when I go to a session, I got my Walkman. I got my first live, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, and then, like, you know, growing up, it was about in 1990. That's when I had this guy from in my area. His name is Jason Christopher.
Jason Christopher.
Yes,
Okay.
he worked at Inland Revenue, and he played the keyboard.
Okay, big up yourself, Jason Christopher.
So one day he came by my house and he was playing the keyboard, and trust me, very, very great musicians. When I tell you very, very, you know, he was playing some Burning Flames. He had this keyboard where you could have programmed the beat, and this guy just there programming the beat and then playing some Burning Flames, and man, that's when I get a brainstorm. Like, and I turned to him and said, "Yo, you see that? I need you to teach me that.
Right.
I need to learn that." So he think I was joking, you know. He said, "Man, I want to learn this year." I said, "Man, I want to learn that."
So how old you was at that time?
I was, let me see, I don't want to tell any lies.
14, 15,
I was 16 years at the
16?
time. Yeah.
Okay.
I was 16. I was just about to leave school. So that was the age. So he you know, he started showing me a little thing. It seems so hard. So he showed me a little thing. I think the first song was Lambada
Okay, yes, and it was hot then.
Yeah. So he told me, look, I'm gonna leave the keyboard with you, and I need you to play the lambada, run. Man, all night I ain't sleeping.
Listen, the folks out there, they are coming in. We really appreciate you. There's somebody by the name of Diamond Rock. Lavi Stone, she said, big up Wes Kelly from his fans on Sabre. So
Sabre Massive in the
yes,
building.
Sabre Massive is in the building. We also have someone else. Well, it's more than one of them, but there's a Kittition King. Big up yourself. Leon Gumbs, good night. I think Leon is over there from. I think he's in somewhere in the States, but he's from Newtown. So the diaspora, they're all listening. And if you're just in tune, please to share the live, people.
I'm trying to find this live.
Yes. Who are you trying to find?
You're live.
Okay, I'm going to get it for you.
Yes.
So, folks, we're here listening to none other than our special guest. That's Wes Kelly. He said that he's from Challenges St. Kitts.
Born and rear.
Born and rear. And he is one of the band members from Smallux Band. And he also was inspired as a child or motivated by people like, the great Daddy Friday, King Elimat, and of course many, many more. And the other person you mentioned from Inland Revenue, what's his name?
Yeah, Jason Christopher.
Jason Christopher, and of course many others.
Also Gregory from Grandmasters. He was one of my, trust me.
Right, Gregory from Grandmasters. And the whole thing about this, right? If you're listening, he did mention that he started at the age of 16, right? That is when he started. He was inspired by Jason, and with the keyboard and everything.
That's touched my first keyboard.
That's where he touched his first keyboard when it comes to lambada.
Yes, that's my first tune. Yeah, man.
Okay, so from there now, where did you get your break, like your big break? Because I remember in the 90s. Even up until 2000, I used to hear so much about, Mr. World, of course.
Yes.
But then everybody was, Wes Kelly. You're just bad.
Well, I came in the late 90s, going over into 2000. So it was like 98 to 99, I think somewhere around there. When I did my first, but let's reverse back up before we reach to that stage.
Right.
Growing up, as I say, I started to learn the keyboard, and then that's when I decided I want to form my own band. So me and some school guys, and everybody should know Imran, of course.
Yes, Imran.
Yes, the great
Eyes
singer.
don't lie.
Yes, me and he is who started out. We had a band named Young Riders, and a couple other guys. And a guy named Leroy Davis from Old Road. And, I don't know if you remember Ashkenaz.
Yes.
But Jabolo, he was one of,
Jabolo.
Yeah. And we used to be in a shed, practicing, playing music, every day. We had no limit.
Correct.
It's sad to say, but there was a church not too far from us, and the church going on, and we still doing what we're doing, I mean, Father, forgive me. So we found a band, Young Riders, and our first gig was at the Manhattan Garden in Old Road.
And Manhattan Garden used to be a bang.
Of course. And that was our first gig with Smallux Band.
Yes.
We went to them and we said, look, hey, we have this band, we want to do a little gig and, kind of showcase ourselves. So we went, and the first gig where people was like, where these guys come from? Everybody's standing and watching. Nobody dancing, They watching like, what is, at that time I small and I could imagine
seeing you, this little ants.
Yeah, so everybody watching and say, man, these guys hot. And that time when WCK had this WCK chain, and
Yes.
I did program that beat back over. Man, the man say, yo, you got that thing down pack. So, after the year, we get older and, everybody went the separate way. The band didn't make it.
Right.
And then...
So how did you get over to Smallux now?
I'm coming to that.
You're coming to that.
So after that,
okay,
there was this band in town named Flavor Band. It was owned by this guy named Spurgy. I don't know if you know him.
Yes, I remember that band.
The
Big up
Nest.
yourself, Spurgy.
Yes.
Of course, yes. Remember, I'm from your area, you know.
Yes. So I played with Flavor Band for quite about a year. We played by small venues, and we had a guy named Source. Well, Source, everybody knows Source.
Big up yourself, Source. That Source over there in Connery.
Yes.
He do the karaoke now.
And this guy from Newtown named Dave, this clear guy, he used to sing though. Very good singer.
I remember Dave, all of them, yes.
Spurgy was the bass man.
The bass man.
I mean, sorry, the guitar
The
man.
guitar man,
Very good
yes.
guitar, trust me. But that didn't last neither, you know, I mean. So one day I home again, just chilling out, you know, deciding, man, I gonna find my own thing, you know what I mean?
Determined.
Yeah, just in there cooling out in my basement. You know, next thing I hear a knock on my door, you know. So I said, what that? And the person said, Daddy Bugna. That's the keyboard man for Smarlax. And that was about in 1988, going over to 99. So he said, when he came out to sign me in the yard, he said, man, I want you to play for me for Smarlax. So I said, like, play for Smarlax? So what you gonna do? What you gonna be doing? He said he want to take a break. You know, he want me to play for Smarlax. And yo, this feel like unreal. You know what I mean?
How old were you then?
How old I was
In
then?
the 20s by now? Like early 20s?
Let me see, let me check.
20,
Let me
24, 25,
check it, let me check it.
23?
Yes. No, I was 21.
You're
I
21?
just remember, yeah, I was
Yeah,
21.
I'm trying to keep tracking
Yes,
out. Right.
I was 21 at the time.
Yes.
So I said, okay, no problem. I'll play for you and what's not. So went down meet the guys, you know, Mr. World and the bass man was Cannon, and you know, start practicing and everything. So practice for like 2 weeks, and my first gig, I can remember that first gig. It was at Kayan in Penny's. Penny's is where they have the little supermarket.
Of course.
Yeah, but people wouldn't know India was a jam spot, you know.
No, we know.
Yeah.
We know that.
Jam spot, you know that?
Jamster is a tongue boy at the time. We are country people.
Yeah, Penny's right there where they sell.
Yes, right
Yeah.
right across from the field.
But where they have the supermarket, India was a jam session spot. Yeah, so that was my first gig.
Listen, Ras Kelly, you're gonna talk because those that know that journey will know about that.
Of
So
course.
go ahead, go
Yes.
on, call the spots.
So that was my first gig in right India, and man, when I see the crowd coming out, and I could tell you, you know. When
You remember seeing me?
No, you was there, man. So that was my first. I was nervous. I was nervous, and that is where I met my first girlfriend also.
Oh. Any babies?
Yeah, right after that was baby.
You hear what I said? Oh,
Yeah.
the band man are easy enough. Baby's gonna come with it. But anyway, let me stay.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Is it?
Listen. So now we're taking people on memory lane. See jumps again saying he meet wherever. So I sure even Wabuka and many persons on the live probably going on memory lane right now.
Trust.
The babies them that born during that time.
Trust me. I would tell you, musician, we have a lot of influence over ladies. I can't tell you why, but the ladies them will just flock you like something. You gotta bang them off the stick and all that. Yeah.
Well, my influence is to interview you.
Okay, good. So that was my first gig, and then my first gig was at BCA in South
Wow,
London.
and watch you.
Yeah,
And-
I don't know. Listen, when it comes to BCA, it doesn't matter where you live in. You know, people say, "But man, I know over there. That's too far."
Listen, I done went over there, catch bus, and you know.
Of course.
But listen, when we come from country, right? We ain't traveling alone.
Right.
We have a gang of us.
Yes, that's normal. That's normal.
And
session.
one thing with BCA, right? Any fight work out, you know, Warren ain't gonna play. That's it. 'Cause you're not gonna stop nobody else.
Warren.
Nobody else
Warren
join.
gonna put you out, you know.
Of course, we can put you
The
out.
jam ain't gonna stop.
Yeah.
So
Listen, I was over there, but go ahead talk.
we constantly play at BCA most of the time. When you hear BCA 12 to 6, man, trust me, the jam start from 12, go right into 6.
Yes.
And them times is when band used to have 3 segments.
And no gunshot on them
No.
kind of thing. A little fight, eh?
No. But listen.
We don't.
Listen, them time DJ wasn't around when it come band playing.
Yeah.
I mean, you might got a DJ in between, but most of the time band play for 6-7 hours straight. So the band we start to play with Zouk first. Zouk. And then after we come out of Zouk, we go into soca. And then we go into a little rhythm, and then we step up the tempo. And after the tempo is stepped up, we go back down now to reggae, you know. So that's 3 segments along. So after the reggae finish now, we go back into a little Zouk again and step back up the tempo.
And sometimes I remember you guys would play a little soul, not much,
Yeah,
but you know the reggae and
all
everything.
involved.
Oh yeah.
But now, you know, everything changed.
Everything
Band
changed
ain't
up.
playing that thing no more.
No,
like.
Bamsey got to fling fast and wing this, and your head got to go on and like a mad woman, you know.
So things change up a lot. And them times is when keyboard man used to work. We ain't had no sequencer. We ain't had no laptop to say, well, we're going to sequence this song. You got to practice the song. You got to play.
But Rascally, you said things change up, right? You saying things change up like things just change up. It's all you change up the thing them. Small
No.
axe man.
See, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen,
I think
how you
it's me.
bring something different.
I think it's me kind of changing up a lot.
Man, take the praises you by like telling you.
But also, I don't want to be too boasting.
No,
but
ain't about no boasting.
Listen, the music that you're hearing in
Take
things
what
right
is
now.
yours.
Listen, the music that you're hearing in things right now is Rascally music. It doesn't matter who playing it, Sugar Band, Grandmasters, Collision. All the music you're hearing is Rascally music.
Rascally, I'm gonna go foreign now. Because you know we have a whole, you know, like I said, dissect of people listening all over the world,
but
right?
I'm telling you.
So let me give you a little the foreign thing right now. You're the man.
So, you want me to continue?
Of course.
Yeah, so as I say, the music that you hear now is Rascally music. I don't want nobody to get, but
Rascally, I have to tell you this, right? Traveling in America and you go in and they ask you got to sell yourself. It's not about boasting this. You're talking your story. This is your story.
Right.
You understand? And if you feel that the music, and I know that I'm a part of it, and you're the one, and everybody you did mention Daddy Friday, Element, all of them, they step down. Then you have New Vibes, all of them. We are product of different people.
Yes.
You understand? So go ahead.
So, as I said, let me just reverse up a little back up.
Yeah.
When I went over to Small Axe, and Daddy Bugner, he gave me all his rhythm format and his files. And one day I sat down and I said, you know what? I need to create a style that is going to take the place by storm, that people is going to gravitate to. So that's when I sweep Daddy Bugner file off the table and I create a new format. The kind of sound I was using, people were saying, yo, where this man come from?
Well, I'm going to tell you what I was saying because I was one of them. The sound was sweet.
Yes.
Let me tell you how sweet this was, right? You mentioned over Keon, right? By Pennies. You mentioned down by Warren, BCA. You mentioned Manhattan Garden.
Yes.
We start talking about Spotnet and the
right.
pumpkin. The
Oh,
pumpkin.
let me read pumpkin yet. Also, Yellow Bell. I don't know if people remember Yellow Bell Jay's Place. Yeah, we had some of that too.
And I don't know if it was a part of Smolak's band then, but you know Bass Bakery
Bass Bakery.
in St. Peter's.
No, I don't think I had that.
Well, you probably was not a part of. You probably was too young. But even up there, Bass Bakery used to be a place for that kind of thing too. So
telling you. So
Yes.
yeah, I never know. Well, them time I wasn't in Small Axe band as yet.
And not to mention, no band never played there. But seeing that we're talking is like you guys are product of Wabuka Hobson and them because Lincoln came up with the Monkey Hill disco called the Flower Pot. And the good old days. It's unfortunate that we have kind of gone out of our. I don't really want to say culture, but
well,
I guess we got to move out of certain
we have
things.
to move. We have time.
But we should not kill our
Culture? Well, I wouldn't say we're killing our culture. I guess time moves, so you gotta just move with time. It's just like, look at the cars them back before and look at the cars now.
That's true.
You go in your car telling you fasten your seatbelt. What's the going? No car telling you fasten your seatbelt.
No.
So it's just like time change.
But
Time.
right, but you know what I realized too though? You know, in some other cultures, right? Like the Asians, they have a generation where they continue. So like if you have a shop, that shop have to continue. It's like a generation just continue, you know?
Yeah.
But Wes Kelly, I think we want to hear the song a little bit. Can you, you know what I mean? Yeah, vibes up the song, man. Yeah.
I guess you could play the instrumental too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I just sent it to you.
He sent you the instrumental part.
Remember, you just give me the email. Yeah. What? Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So in the meantime, folks, if you're just in tune, you're listening to the sounds of 98.9 FM. Your homegirl, one and only Monkey Hill Queen, lovely, lavish Lavi, and we're here with the king, Ras Kelly.
Everybody know. When you hear the voice, you don't know me, you know?
Ras Kelly, you know, somebody from Jamaica, when they heard that Ras Kelly was going to be on, in their head, they're like, you know, when people think of Ras, but as you say, remember things change up, you know, you have all kind of Rasta man, you know. You have men that call themselves Ras that don't have any locks.
But it's
you
my
know?
locks, I got locks.
Right.
Yes, I'm a Rasta.
Yes, that go.
No, trust me, I'm working on it.
Jamsa, could you turn up the volume, please? We want to hear Showcase.
Together,
What's
we
the
drink
name?
together,
Yeah.
we wave together, we flash together. So let me take a jump and bounce together. Saint Kitts together, Nevis together. Jump up as one, bounce up as one, wave it as one. One federation, go left, put your hands in the air. All right, put your flags in the air. Go left, put your hands in the air. All right, put your flags in the air. Go hard, so come on down. Go hard, to the morning. Go hard, go hard. Everybody know. Go hard, go hard. The chairman said to me, listen up carefully. When it comes to SKN Carnival, all of we is one. All of we for one federation. Divisions, division.
Okay. Wow.
You asking me how I got those lyrics.
Yes, how you got those lyrics?
Now, there was some, little controversy on Facebook with this person was saying, oh, the song ain't having any lyrics. And then somebody came and said, you got to be you and listen to the song. But the song goes, SKN, Carnival, we living like family. We fetting together forever. We living like family. Carnival, we come to share. We come to share the stage together. We fet together. The streets together. We drink together. We wave together. The flag together. So let me take a jump and bounce together. Saint Kitts, Nevis, jump up as one, bounce up as one, wave it as one. One federation. Go left, put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air.
You know something? The moment I heard that song, I never even rehearse it.
No?
No, it's because just listening to it, you made it so easy for people to just sing along.
That's my job. Because when I said, the chairman said to me,
yes.
listen up carefully. When it comes to SKN, Carnival, all of we is one. Right?
I got to say good evening to Tommy Ross. They say, Ras Kelly, the radio DJ was not playing the Small song Family at all.
We're going to get to that.
They said, so we hear this here. What they're basically saying, you drop a creep up on them.
Yep.
But question, what? Okay, so we're going to get to that. Why they wasn't playing the song? You didn't give it to them?
I don't know how to answer you when it comes to that.
Oh, but they had the song then, right?
But what I see in Saint Kitts, and I don't want to, run over anybody. But
no, and we're not here to run over anybody. And I only asked you because what the person said, so I just wanted to know.
No, but the person is right.
Correct.
There wasn't not playing this song. I just want to say, to me, if you're the DJ on the radio, right? I don't think you're supposed to have any favorite.
Right.
Once you're on the radio, you're working for everybody. You're supposed to pull out all the new songs them. Because for instance, that Carnival.
Oh, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, just pull out the songs them. Just pull them out.
Especially like it's Carnival
yeah,
time.
don't repeat this song 3 times and then this song you're gonna play a verse and a chorus. Then you're showing favor. This isn't right there.
So let me ask you a question. If all the stations have the songs, right? Maybe I think that's a very good comment that person, thank you for sharing that. Because maybe this is a good time. Don't just depend on the DJ calling and telling people and play the song. So this is your job now.
But sometimes you call in, the DJ will tell you, well, we done played already.
Well, we have to be persistent because since that's how it is, and in sync, it's like ball say, they what? They cheat.
No.
Right? So I think, I get what you're saying, but I'm going to encourage other persons out there to call them in, even when they say they don't play. Call another radio station. And also, we can also, was it on YouTube? Because we too can go on YouTube and encourage people to share. Because,
Yeah, but
yes, but I understand what you're saying.
The station play a very important role. The reason why for that, sometimes you could be working, sometimes you could be in your car, going home, you're on a bus, and trust me, the station play a very big role. Don't, when you hear people talking about
that
social
is true.
media,
Correct.
this,
Yes.
social media is for time when you have time to think. But just imagine you're going town on a bus. Are you in your chance? You're going to go on the radio, right?
Especially in carnival time, they're going to play the songs.
Yeah, but as I said, like some people came to me and said, man, me ain't hearing your song at all. I said, don't worry. Trust me, this song is so big that they can't hide it. It's gonna get out there somehow. And then here's come the song.
Well, ask Kelly. Maybe it's a good, maybe it's a bad, but me just try for an excuse, eh?
No, it's good. And I want to thank the Carnival committee and give special thanks to Shannon Harley and crew for pushing the energy that the bands them should release early. Yeah, because for instance, if we didn't release early, nobody would get accustomed to this song. If you catch what I'm saying. By the time Carnival is done, people just catching this song. Wow, but this song's so good, bye. Carnival finish.
Correct. I'm gonna give you a little. I was doing someone here, and I was telling him about the song. So I said, you know what? I think this song should come with March. And the client said, "Oh, that song there, that's so dead." But mind you, I cannot blame them, right? And don't because they're giving their opinion.
Yes, of course.
And they said, man, I think they said, man, they have Bobby and Ken and
Ken and Bobby.
Ken and Bobby and another song too, right?
Yeah, Wrong Man.
All the different songs, right? But
right.
They was focusing on Ken and Bobby, and I said I listened to all of them, and my favorite, I also like the Happy song by Wukas.
Of course, yeah.
I did like mention songs, right? But for whatever reason, I said, listen, the part that struck me up with your song, the song is massive, it's mega for me. But it's when the chorus part come in, something but they can't make the carnival big. Make the carnival bigger for the whole world to see. Carnivals KB. Right. So now, even if you can't sing and you can hit a tune, what do you call it?
Yes.
You know what I mean, right? You cannot be offbeat with that. It just sounds so sweet. Anyway, it has a sing-along vibes, right? And then I pull it up to her. She was under the dryer. Listen, everybody had a little politics, but me and she had hers. So she under the dryer. Imagine the woman come to she here now, me and the dryer sure. So I went now, pull it up and put it to her, right? And then she said, Lavi, I see what you're saying, Anyway, and then when the part come, have a part when you go down low.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. And she was like, girl, you have a point, Anyway, the family part, and she was digging it. As an older person, more mature. Because, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she pay attention now.
She pay attention. So all I'm saying is that there wasn't a favoritism, but we was looking at the words, the cleanness of it. It was well thought out. And I'm just so happy that you also deliver, you execute it. Because that's another thing.
Trust me, I'm telling you.
So tell us how you execute this. Go all the way back up to the monarchy before the whole march.
Well, this song is a story also. It have a part inside there in the last verse when I say, Black, white, Indian, Chinese man, Spanish man, Guyanese, Jamaicans, Dominicans, all of we is one. We welcome everyone to the Sugar Land. Trust me. And it's first time I ever see a Spanish flag. I ain't know a Spanish flag look, but Carnival gone. I saw one. I saw more than one. I saw the Guyanese flags. I saw the Dominican raising their flags. I saw the Jamaicans then was proudly raising their flags.
In Milan.
Trust me and listen.
Dancing to soca.
Dancing to Smarlax.
Yes,
And they
Smarlax.
change their flag. Yo, I know over the years, it's always St. Kitts flag you see. You never see a different color flag in St. Kitts until 2023.
and who did that?
Ras
Kelly
and Smarlax Band.
And
you know?
Smarlax Band.
Yeah. So anyways, the Soca Monarch. When I went to the Soca Monarch, I was so confident, like, yo, I getting licks here. I getting licks in the Soca Monarch. Because I used to perform in Soca Monarch years back. I don't know if you know, I was a king already.
Yes, I know that.
Okay,
Yes.
Masquerade, also Soca, also Road March. So history repeats itself again.
Yes, Masquerade.
I think me and Canvas is the only person who did that.
Yes,
Soca Monarch and Road March.
Yes.
But he also went with the King tour for Calypso.
yes, yes.
So anyways, Soca Monarch preparation, get my dancers them, get my props together saying, yo man, this thing got to be right. You know, like when I was practicing for Soca Monarch, some of the girls were doing like some kind of pushback and bend over saying, yo, this song is not the pushback bend over song, you know.
It's a family song.
Yeah, of course, you said it right. So we practice and we practice.
And you can get a little pushback too. It's a family. You're going to get a little
Well,
bit
no,
of everything.
I tell them I didn't want that. So the night of Soca Monarch, you know, I watch all my competitions and
You wanted it clean.
You know, I mean, when you don't perform, what you gonna do? You can't change it up. I think who was after me? Molly. I think I was after Molly. And a matter of fact, when I was picking for Soca Monarch, right? And I put my hand in the bag. And I take out the ticket, I do like this. Number 7. I didn't look at it. Nobody tell me anything. When I do so, number 7, you know what he can say? But this man is an OBM man, you know.
No, the song goes straight to heaven.
So the man say, you know, number 7 is a winning number. That's what everybody telling me. Number 7 is a winning number. Okay, so perform the night.
Or is the person behind the number, but go ahead.
Well, that too. But when I came out, Soca Monarch night, right? And I saw the people who was in there came running forward. I said, this show is over, you know.
Yeah.
Because the support that I got from the people who was in there.
Yes, you done well.
Man.
Yes.
And it was easy for me to execute because
Correct.
I done had.
And you not had stage experience.
I don't know if. I don't think nobody realized it, but there was a part. And if you go back and watch it, when I was saying power,
Yes.
skillet, you know that was a boss.
It was?
Yes, because skillet had this thing where you got to include power, charge, couple of words. You know, I couldn't remember. No, none of the words them.
But honestly, when you said that, I thought that it was something good because I'm thinking that it's Kellic.
Yes, I was trying to.
Sure,
I was
so
trying
by
to do the skillet segment, but then for some reason.
Well, it worked. And you know, Jamster. No, no, exactly. But you know something, Jamster, what you just said, and for folks out there that are listening, right? He just said something very important. When you're performing, mistake gonna make.
Of course.
And sometimes you could just get amnesia just that time in the moment, the moment of the heat, the fun, and the excitement, right? So, but at the end of the day, they don't know what you write. It's you supposed to just continue because they don't know what you write. Is you presenting the story.
Yes.
That is why we always encourage persons out there when you're performing and going in for competition. You know, even me being here, people don't know what can come out of my head. But if you got to be confident and come something.
Of course, you gotta know how to cover up. And
That was very clever, though.
For Soca Monarch, I practice every day, home, running up and down, testing myself to see how much I could run back and forth and still sing.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, because you have
so
to test with your
my
energy,
limit.
your limit.
Yeah, right.
And still
So-
having the voice to sing. So you
Exactly.
don't want to exhaust yourself and sound tired.
So, and a lot of people just make songs and they have no rest part in their song. If you look at my song, there's a hand section where time for me to rest, time for me to just walk past the stage and
And what I realized that what you did, as you said, was time for you to rest. But this was a moment to actually like introduce your entourage.
yeah.
Which I saw that what you did, I was like, this guy is brilliant.
Trust me.
Listen, you need to go CNN, you need to go CBS, you need to go to all the shows them. You
It
need to
was
be
planned. It was very
you
planned.
need to be on the big screen.
It was planned. And it's not to say, but I think Carnival Committee need to push out their artists out there. You see like how the Calypso King, the Soca Monarch King, we just here seen down. What happened? We need something,
Yes.
because when I won with Masquerade, I went to St. Lucia to perform in a Caribbean Soca Monarch they had down there against some big boys.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think the Carnival Committee need to, big up the winners and give us a chip.
Right. You know what? I also want to add while we're here. Maybe this is something good because the Carnival Committee can only do so much, and we as a people, we can maybe sometimes share our ideas
With them.
And I actually hear you just say something, right? And I would hope that the Carnival Committee would use you, Raskelly, and use that song, not just to go back from the clippings, but basically use you as a national item. And to go back and I would say maybe like add a music video
Yes.
and put it out and pay you for that as well, because it is a great song.
Well,
And also what you said, you could always add, you could change up some of the places and put in the name.
not cutting you off. Right now we're on the urge of working on a remix. My throat is a little bit hoarse.
Yes.
But us, when the remix is finished, it's gonna be a video. But it start like West Indies, Carnival we living like family. So instead of saying sink it in English, we're gonna use West Indies and the Caribbean.
And the Caribbean.
Let's make the carnival big.
And get out all the flags. Wherever you are.
For the world to see Caribbean in the West Indies. That's it. Jump up as one.
I would love to see you, honestly. And I really would hope that, listen, I'm very ambitious. And when it comes, I into business. I probably did not really get the support, but we got to push ourselves and be innovative, right?
We have to.
I am listening to you, like I said, because Jamaica, even gone, they having the big carnival as well. And just like how we could bring people in for music festival, we really have to set ourselves that we can be out there, because I don't care what anybody else can tell me in this world when it comes to soca music. I don't know if I'm being biased, but the people down here in St. Kitts and Nevis, New Vibes, Small Axe, there's a bunch of grandmasters, there's a lot of musicians that has really created some great songs, like, King Elimat, all of them, right?
Of course.
And it would be nice, it would be really nice to see, you're a reigning king, and Soca Monarch should not just have to reign here in St. Kitts, and should be able to intertwine with other persons out there.
Outside.
So I'm going to give you a challenge, right? You're going to go to Samal. He's the minister of culture and arts, right? And you're going to also maybe present it to Shannon at the Carnival Committee. I don't know if they could do it, but if you have, for instance, I think the deputy director of tourism, it's called the music festival. I think she's from Jamaica, right? And we need to not just use, some people need not to just use their stats or position and bring in people from wherever they are, but they need to intertwine out there too. And I would really love to see you go far, Raskelly. And whatever I can do on my social media page, as I told you already, I have some links.
We spoke today.
And I told you about that.
And we spoke today, and you mentioned about Samal, but Samal is my boss.
Well, you're going to have to not just be so quiet, because when you're on the stage, you're mega. And, you need to eat some sugar cakes and
Some
a lot.
sugar cake?
Yeah, a lot.
No.
No, they don't have one. the international so buy.
But
Well, but maybe we can introduce that here too. Maybe
Yes.
it's something where we could have a platform, just like how they have a Miss Caribbean. Maybe we could have a platform to Soca Monarch here too. I mean, even OECS,
right.
you know. But these are just like little things. As I said, you know, I like to be a little innovative. You know,
You just mentioned something about sugar cake a while ago.
I want to eat a lot of sugar cakes.
Well, let me tell you something. Today, listen, no. today I had some great, coconut in my fridge, and I took it out, and I put it in a pot with some sugar, some water, some spice, and I make some sugar. I make sugar cake.
I make sugar cake, but
Yes.
me not talk about that kind of sugar cake, you know.
Oh,
I'm talking about the sugar,
the sugar cake.
the sugar cake,
Yeah, the real thing.
the money.
Yeah. So
Yes.
as we say, the song is a big song, and people gravitate to it late. But it did what it had to do, and we as I say, we're working on a remix to get the song more out there. And the reason why I sang this song is to unite St. Kitts and Nevis, because I don't want, sometimes we always seem to forget Nevis. And as I say, I said SKN, so one federation, 2 islands, one federation. Twin Islands, one federation. So I involve Nevis along with us. So getting everybody together as one, getting everybody to share the Think It's Carnival on the page,
Yes.
take pictures, broadcast. That's what I say, for the world to see. Carnival in SKB. Family.
Yes. And Wes Kelly, I must commend you for that. Big too. Because you, as a musician, you have also recognized that you have to come out of your box from just the folks in front of you and recognize that fans are not just at your hand reach.
No.
They're all over.
All over the
You
world.
have a voice. And the way how you present that song and articulate it, right? It gave the young, the old, the weak, the strong to intertwine and listen and just can enjoy that song. You should be proud. Give yourself a pat on the back now.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Say that again.
Well,
You see it?
yeah. Well, what he's saying,
Go ahead.
right?
Yeah.
Basically he's saying that if you think that you see a change in the people in from international
Yes,
recognition,
it's-
especially
no.
even the Trinidad Jungle Juice, even with the songs. And I think that because of that song, it was so timely and it kind of have a fast beat, but still slow down, a great tempo about
Yeah.
it. And I think that it was able to go a little beyond St. Kitts.
But we still need it, as I said, we still need to push it more further than St. Kitts.
I don't tell you the remedy, you
Because-
need to go and talk to your boss.
Yes.
And you need to go and continue the song.
And
You want me to be a voice piece for you?
sure, of course.
When you're ready, we're going together. But I want you to go and, something? You just go mention my name to Shannon and Samal. And I don't play. And I mean, in a good play, it's all about ambition.
Right.
They got to work on that song. Because it's not just because you're Wes Kelly. You prove it. You are the king.
Yeah.
And you're also the roadmap champ. You understand? You can't just go down and settle like that. And even Wukos for the last time with that song, Outside of Game.
Oh,
I
was coming to that.
Go ahead. The mic is yours.
Outside Again, right? It's a damn good song.
It is.
And that song is what influenced me to make this song.
Lucas, big up yourself. You set the example. I also want to take time out and give mention some big props because he's very innovative and very creative. And who can sing a song, Ken and Barbie? Like, really, you know what I mean? That's some innovation there, right?
Creative, yeah.
Very creative. I would like to see for the Carnival Committee, I think that they need to go back and open up the vision of Carnival, the committee, the way how they do things a little bigger. The reason why I said this, right? It's all well every year. Everybody can come Roadmap King,
Right.
and everybody
Exactly.
can come the Monarch, or you call it the Monarch. everybody have the band to support. But I would also like to see some innovation in terms of giving a little bit more a recognition for songs. Like, for instance, Ken and Barbie, it's something that I think that Mention should have been able to get even a trophy or something just for the crafting.
But he got
of that as well.
What did he do? Place.
I'm not just talking about a second place. What I'm saying, right?
Okay.
Everything have the category, right? So first and second is fine. But when it comes to craftsmanship and different things, even if Ras Kelly's song was supposed to get that again, give it to you. I think we need to open it up a bit more. Go out and get sponsorship, so that way the musician will have more under the belt in terms of you understand what I'm coming from?
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
And they will also make a little bit more money. We got to be a little more innovative.
Trust me, the booking's been coming in like crazy.
Where's your first booking? You don't want to say it, but you could just give us a little hint.
Well,
is it in the Caribbean?
Yes, it's in the Caribbean. But trust me, we have a lot of bookings.
I know you have a lot of bookings. I want to hear that. A Kittition, like Mention, a Kittition like Ras Kelly, a Kittition like Wukos, and even Molly. But let us get real now, right? Ras Kelly, Mention, Wukos, and I don't want to say like just a small band or whatever, but I'm talking about as a team.
Yeah,
I would like to see, why not we hear that these guys are out there in a part of Jamaica Carnival, being on the headline stage and something like that. Let those people get to really enjoy our music in the street out there, because every single year, I remember in the 90s,
Elimat,
not just Elimat, but when Music Festival came on, I think when late 80s, 89, 90?
Somewhere around there.
96, okay.
He got it right.
Correct, thank you for that. 1996 Music Festival come on board. You sure it wasn't before that?
No, right there. He got it.
Music Festival came along. No. I think Music Festival was before. Oliver Powell was the one that brought Music Festival here. It was not Dwyer. Music Festival. No, you're correct. But Oliver Powell is the one that brought up this whole music festival idea, and he started bringing people like Oprah Winfrey, Danny Glover, Philip Michael. Philip Michael Thomas from Miami Vice. That was his vision for those kind of things, right? Okay, and as he said, 1996, and he said Dwyer, but anyway, it's time from the people here in St. Kitts. But all this time, every single year, we have Jamaicans, and not Jamaican artists coming in. So why can't we have our people going over there now, seeing that Jamaica is introducing Carnival over there?
That's true.
I'm just saying, Guyana as well.
You're so right with that. We are always having them come here, but we don't, even Trinidad. Nobody from
that's
here.
That's my whole point. Barbados, I would really like to see us get out there. But hear this here, Ras Kelly. We just can't wait for them. We have to make it happen. And you need innovation. And as I said, tell your manager, don't wait for people to come for you. It is 1 minute away from 9 o'clock.
Oh, what?
Before I close out, I want Jamster to allow me to let folks out there know the next upcoming guest next week. We're going to be talking contractors. We're going into the construction field. We're going to be looking into the dishonest contractors, and we're going to be looking into the honest contractors, those are competent, those that are not competent. And we're going to be having Mr. Anthony Evelyn, and he, I think, is the head of the Construction Association. So with Real Talk, we come in and bringing it here real. So we're going to talk construction, persons that might have, want information and, are going through hardships, just trying to find a contractor that not just have his license, but also certified in what he, in his game. So next week, please tune in, but allow me to, let Ras Kelly get his exit. Yes. I want to tell you, tonight was very short for the 1 hour.
Too short.
Too short. But, it's good to have short and sweet because...
maybe you could invite me back again one of these times so we could finish this conversation that we were having.
Well, I'm going to have you next week. Probably have me and you and get somebody else in.
Oh.
Yeah. So
probably
next time we get...
somebody...
Yes. So I'm going to I'm going to put you to do that for me. Next week we're going to fill them.
Perfect.
Well, not next week, but next time. We're going to fill, because we need to bring the musicians in here. And hopefully if you could get mentioned, Wukos.
That would be great.
Right, so I'm appealing to people right now, and then we'll talk with Lavi. I am about not just interviewing you guys, but is to use this platform and help you guys get where you need to get.
Well, why don't you reach out to them?
I'm going to do that too, but, that is why we're here having this conversation, that hopefully next time we have... as you said, make it bigger. And in the meantime, I was going to tell you, thank you so much. Thanks the beautiful audience out there for tuning in with We'll Talk with Lavi.
Lavi, it was a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. I felt so good, feeling so good that I can't believe hour done passed already and we're here.
Yes.
Yes, Lavi, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Baby, that's one.